there's a lot of bad things that COVID brought us, but there's some good things that COVID brought us as well. And one of those things was a bigger focus on health and wellness and immune function. Now, there's a lot of real easy things you can do to really bolster your immune system. Get your hormones where they're supposed to be, including D3, but D3 is not a vitamin, it's a hormone. Your testosterone, get all your hormones up where they're supposed to be. Get your nutrients in so that you can rebuild and regenerate and heal your omega-3 fatty acids, your cholesterol in, get your amino acids in, make sure that you're getting all of your anti-inflammatory stuff in, cleaning the liver, get your B vitamins in, get those things in so that your body can actually function the way it's supposed to, and it'll start rebuilding. One of the biggest things you can take in is hydrochloric acid as a supplement. Most of us get stressed out and our guts quit producing hydrochloric acid, which is there to clean our food, not digest it. That hydrochloric acid kills the viruses, the bacteria, the parasites, the amoebas, all those type of things. So if you know that you have stress or anxiety in your life, taking hydrochloric acid when you're eating is a great idea. The other fun thing about hydrochloric acid is that it breaks into hydrogen and chlorine. The hydrogen piece helps increase your pH, which is percent hydrogen. And as your pH gets closer and closer to 7, the chances of cancer, arterial sclerosis, and things like that decrease. Now, that chlorine fraction will help your body make its own hydrochloric acid, but that's also how we make white blood cells, the chief enforcer or the chief killer cell of our immune system. The thing that goes out, finds viruses and bacteria, and kills them, yeah, it's got chlorine. That's what it uses. It basically makes bleach and bleaches the virus or the bacteria to kill it. So increasing your hydrochloric acid is a great thing to do. Now, be careful with that. You can't get the hydrochloric acid on your teeth, so put the capsule or tablet in your mouth, swallow it real quick. Otherwise, it's going to damage your teeth. But it's a really, really important thing to take. Now, the other big piece is that consuming enough water. Now, here's the thing. People are always like, well, how much should I drink? If your pee's clear, you're good. The easy way to do that is just be like, okay, I'm going to drink 100% of my body weight in ounces. I weigh 250 pounds. I'm going to drink 250 ounces of water throughout the day. Not at once, throughout the day. Now, the thing that your body actually does is it uses water like a dump truck. So you bring this clean water in, and your body goes, oh, yeah, that's fantastic, and dumps all the waste that your body has into that water, and then uses your urinary tract to excrete that water. The other thing it can do is it can use that water in your tissues. It can bind all those nasty things and push them out through your sweat. And this is easy to show. If anybody's ever drank a bunch of gin and then went out and sweat a little bit the next day, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I smell just like gin. Yeah, your body's detoxing all that gin out of your body through your pores. So if your sweat stinks, it's probably because it's pushing out a lot of toxins. So we either need to look at your diet or we need to drink a lot more water and flush those toxins out. So the water is going to be really, really beneficial as well. Now, here's probably one of the biggest things that people blow off all the time: sleep. There's no drug, there's no supplement, there's no exercise, there's nothing we can do that replaces sleep. So get high quality sleep. Set yourself a bedtime. Set yourself a wake up time. If your body understands there's a routine, it will start to mimic that routine, and it'll start setting your circadian rhythm to that routine. So if you want to be asleep at 10 o'clock, I'm just picking times. It could be 11 o'clock, it could be whenever. If you want to be asleep at 10 o'clock, start getting ready. Turn off all the lights. The lights stimulate your brain to stay awake. When light hits your eyes, it increases serotonin, which wakes you up. When the light's no longer in your eyes, your body produces melatonin, which helps you fall asleep. So don't just walk into your bedroom, turn the lights off, flop down in bed at 10 p.m. and think, I'm going to fall right to sleep. That's not how it's going to work for lots of you. So 30 minutes or so before you want to be asleep, turn off all the lights, relax, calm down, start meditating, start thinking of, relaxing my feet, relaxing my legs, relaxing my body, just breathing, focus on your breathing, focus on calming down, focus on relaxing, and just sit and just be for 20 or 30 minutes. Now, if you want to take melatonin, you want to take peptides for growth hormone, you want to do this, take those 20 to 30 minutes before you're supposed to be asleep. So take all those things, then lay down, breathe, relax, and calm down. Now, this might not work the first day or the second day, but this will really help kind of put you into a circadian rhythm. One of the best things you can do if you're trying to set that is go camping and leave all the electronics at home. The reason this works is because your brain sees the sun, sees the light from the sun, produces serotonin. as the sun starts going down and there's less and less and less light, your body starts producing melatonin, like we just talked about. This helps you kind of reset your circadian rhythm. Now, here's the most important part. As the sun's going down, start getting ready to go sleep. So when the sun is down and it is dark, you can be laying down ready to go sleep. If you do that for several days, you will reset your circadian clock, and you can then take that thing home with you, and you can then still go to bed at the same time, and your body will reset so you can get deep, restful sleep. Now, having said that, if you've had COVID, especially if you've had a vaccine, the COVID vaccine, make sure you get a sleep study. Because if you're not breathing properly at night for the damage to the pons or whatever, you're not going to get deep, restful sleep. If you don't have enough oxygen, we're going to have damage to the heart and the brain while you're trying to heal the heart and the brain. So get a sleep study. Make sure you're breathing properly. If you're not, get a CPAP, get a jaw appliance, get oral appliance, get whatever it is you need to do to ensure that your oxygen is as high as possible at night. I was damaged from a vaccine, which gave me all sorts of issues with sleep. So I sleep with a CPAP, but because I have a CPAP, I was like, why not supercharge this thing? And so I have an oxygen concentrator feeding oxygen to my CPAP, blowing in my face. So I have a lot more oxygen than normal room air blowing in my face all night long, keeping my oxygen levels in that 97, 98% while I'm asleep. So there's lots of ways you guys can do this, but that's the type of thing we need to bolster our immune system. Get our water in, make sure our hormones are where they're supposed to be, do some exercise to balance those things, and make sure we're getting to sleep and we're sleeping on a regular basic, this time I go to sleep, this time I wake up. That circadian style clock, that will help you tremendously. There's a bunch of other things that make each one of those things better, and that's great, but make sure you start focusing on those things and you'll start to have your immune system get stronger.